Hi guys. So here's our Wednesday call and kind of information that I'm going to be doing every week. Today's video is not going to be as long, but I feel like what we're going to go over is pretty important though. But I don't have too much content to review, but I'm going to show you how to kind of check your own. So what we're going to be going over is your posts on social media and how you kind of do it. I've kind of just now gotten the hang of this on watching my posts and checking up what I'm writing about and how I'm writing it, as well as the pictures that I'm putting up with along my posts. So we'll kind of go over that in comparison. I went all the way back from when I first kind of started until now to look to see what those look like. Will you take her? And so that way we can go over them, because when I first started doing my posts, they weren't that great now that you're looking back. Another thing that I've learned about is looking at your timeline and hiding posts that you don't want on there, that other people might have tagged you in, or just maybe a video you liked or something like that. It just is going onto your feed. One of the things I didn't realize was when you go to look at someone's posts and they've been tagging you in it, all they're really seeing is all the stuff that they have been tagging you in, not necessarily the posts that you've been putting up that you want other people to see. So let me show you some comparison posts that when I first started to now. Okay. So here's just a recent one that I did. I talked about getting up, getting my workout done, literally my conversation with myself of not wanting to do it. And then there was a picture of me. There wasn't really too much information about what I was doing, just basically what happened within my morning. Whereas we go right here, this was one of my first original posts, and it doesn't really tell you much. One, it's like one of those quote pictures. Two, it's really short and it doesn't really give you much. It doesn't really say much. One of the things that I've kind of been trying to do is if there is a post that I like or a quote that I like, then I'll put it into the words that I'm typing and put up a different picture. Then that way it doesn't seem kind of like not related to you if you're doing it that way. Not to say that some stock posts and quotes and stuff like that aren't good to put up. It's good to put up every once in a while, and why you're putting that a little bit more too than just kind of putting it in vaguely talking about your workout. So here's another one when I first started. Again, like just some picture I took offline, and it's just way too much talking about the accountability groups. It does talk a little bit as to why I'm excited about it, but it just looks a little too in your face, kind of, if you're looking at, well, based on my opinion now. Then I've got another one that I've done more recently that really takes away from challenge groups, Beachbody, the workout specifically, and it's just kind of talking about what I've been doing with my workouts and where I was having struggle with on the new program that I was doing. Here's Chloe. She's being kind of annoying, so I'm just going to hold her. No. So here's one where I was trying to be a little bit more personal and putting something that wasn't just a stock picture, but it's a random picture of my salad. And well, it was the first time that I tried spaghetti squash, so I was super proud of myself. But it doesn't look so good. Now that I'm looking at the picture right there. and I say to try the recipe, but I don't put it on there either. So it just looks kind of weird. So this one I couldn't get the picture in. It just wouldn't let me take a snap of the whole entire thing. But this was me talking about how the way Corey and I have changed the way that we've been eating, and him helping out and those type of things, and how I've appreciated it. That again makes it a lot more personal because it's something that we were doing that day. Also, it's talking about the changes that we made without doing it specifically with any products or those type of things. So it's just a lot more personable. When you're looking at your posts, you're kind of reviewing them to kind of see if you need to make some changes. A lot of times, a lot of things that I heard while we were at Summit was making sure that you had content in your posts and that you were giving other people value. So what that means is that you're giving them something. So they're getting a tip out of it. They're getting a tool or a resource or an idea, a recipe, a workout to try, something that helped you get ready in the morning faster, something along those lines that's going to add value to them. The reason why they're reading your posts and want to continue it. They don't want to just continue looking at your page if you're just going to keep putting stock pictures up without adding much to it, or if you're going to put these random pictures of your food and not tell them how you made it or something. So make sure that you're adding value to the posts that you're doing. One way that I've kind of really been watching that is watching my timeline on my Facebook, and really seeing what other people are seeing when they go to my page. Are they seeing the posts that I'm wanting them to see, or are they seeing other things that people might have tagged me into? And it's always important to make sure that you look, because when people look at your timeline, that's what they see of you when they go to it. So let me show you. Okay, so obviously here's my page. When you kind of look down, this is what everybody's seeing. So made my posts about water. There's up my free clean eating group coming up, my workout posts, those type of things. So really it's just my posts in here that you're seeing, and you're not seeing anybody else's. Well, like this, I was tagged into here. So for example, Jeanette tagged me into a post that she has done. Lots of people end up tagging you, sharing you, saying, hey, haha, isn't this funny? Some of those type of posts. And that stuff kind of ends up in your feed. Let me go down a lot further. It'll let me. To see where you can kind of start seeing where I didn't start doing that. So I'm still noticing things on my timeline before I really knew how to do it, I guess. So again, my mom tagged me into something. There's my posts. Oh, I talked about a video that went up there. Again, my posts, friends posts, friend stuff you tagged in. Still, okay, so this is Summit. So that's where I really learned how to do that. Okay, so like my other friend Justine tagged me into a post that she did. Someone messaging me on my page, another person tagging me into a post. My mom again tagging me into a post. Oh, there's my post that I meant for people to see. Oh, someone else is tagging me into a post. Again, tag me into a post. There's a post that I wanted someone to see. So like you can see, some of that other stuff can get in there without you really meaning it to be. So let's use this as an example. So Corey tagged me into some Nintendo video thing. What you can do is you can click this little arrow right here on the side where you can turn off your notifications. That's another big thing. But you can hide it from your timeline. So click that, hide it from your timeline. Are you sure you want to hide this post from your timeline? Hide. It doesn't mean you're not tagged in it. It doesn't mean you're not going to see comments that come up on it, or the person who tagged you won't have it on their page. It just means you're not going to show it on the face of your page, basically. Look at that picture. It really did look like that day. So again, let's look to see my post, something that was shared. Again, my post's good. We're seeing my post, mine. So right here again, something I was tagged in, hide from my timeline, hide. Awesome. Now you can't see it. Again, another one was tagged into it, hide from my timeline, hide. And it just, you can't see it on the front of your pages. Make sure that you're checking that regularly because you want to see what other people are seeing when they go to your page. One thing that's helpful too is if you need someone else to kind of go and look and see what they think. Like, you can ask your sister or something. Go ask them, go look at your page and see what they think. Like, is there too much of this? Are you posting too much about that? Not much about what you do for fun, only about working out and all those type of things. It's good to have someone check and monitor that, so that way you have an idea of what other people are thinking when they see your Facebook page. Very similar with Instagram. I kind of have a system on, I kind of do every other one between a picture and a quote on Instagram, and I do it more often than I do Facebook, just because Instagram is more about pictures than so much it really is about the verbiage. Obviously, some of them you still want to make sure you have content and adding value to those posts, but it's a lot quicker than Facebook is. One of the other things that I've been doing a lot more on Facebook is kind of spacing out the times that I do my comments back to people. So that way, when I do comment back on it, it brings that post back up to the more recent timeline for other people when they're just scrolling through Facebook and looking through the feed. It brings my posts back up again, which is what we want. We want people to be able to see your posts and look at them. So if it's one that went well earlier in the week, then maybe if I didn't tag Corey in it, then I'll go tag Corey in it. So then it pops up all the way at the top of the news feed again, and then people can see it again. So if you do have any questions about that, post your examples of posts onto our team page, and we can kind of review them and give feedback and those type of things on how we can kind of make some of those better and make it a little bit more personable and more you, basically, and bringing you into the post rather than just kind of having these stock posts of other people or of just random quotes that aren't really applying to you directly. All right, guys, so I hope you have a great Wednesday. Bye.